Welcome back to Theme Park Wizard, and I have kind of a controversial opinion, but I think will be kind of controversial opinion on the studio tour. So let's dive right in. Okay, so yes, like I said, my idea might be a little bit controversial or very controversial, but it is all in the best interest of Universal, and maybe something Universal was even thinking of before the pandemic started. So yes, we all know that they're building those sound stages over there so they can demolish these old ones I'm looking at and potentially Mummy for theme park expansion. But what if they went even further than that? Right? What if they got rid of or significantly reduced the studio tour and made it an upcharge experience? Now remember, before the pandemic, they sent out a survey to annual pass holders saying, what would you think if the studio tour was a separately ticketed experience? They didn't go into much more detail than that, but that's basically what the question said, and there's kind of an outrage over it. But at the time, and that, I must say, I was one of the people who was outraged. I'm like, what? You know, you don't want to pay $100-something to get in and another $50-something to get on the studio tour, right? But I don't think many of us were thinking logically or really thinking it at all. We just had a knee-jerk reaction. A studio tour as a separately ticketed experience will actually probably lower the admission cost for day ticket holders. And maybe they were already thinking of doing this. Maybe they're already thinking of shortening it, the studio tour, and making more of that area theme park expansion so we can have a proper full day theme park here in Hollywood. I mean, just imagine possibilities if we completely got rid of the studio tour, right? There's the Universal Studios acreage, like the whole studio, the back lot, the front lot. Studio Walk, everything is like 460 something acres. That's a lot of acres. That's almost twice the size of Six Flags Magic Mountain, which is 262 acres. If you can use the majority or all, but probably not all, but at least the majority of that space, that would be quite amazing. You can have a park that's bigger than the Orlando parks, right? Bigger than Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure combined with that amount of space. And as for a proposal, this is what I would propose for the lower lot. So I've done a video before on turning the entire lower lot into Jurassic World and Super Nintendo World. So you'd convert Revenge of the Mummy to an indoor, outdoor, or different type of lower to the ground version of a Velocicoaster like Terran. This one would probably be more like Terran at Phantasialand, where it can still go 70 miles per hour, but just and have inversions, but it's still going just low to the ground, just go higher than 3 stories up. It's and actually Terran is built in a basement kind of. It's very below ground most of the time, and then goes to ground level and then goes back down below. So Velocicoaster could be something like that here in Hollywood if it got built. You can convert Transformers to the Jurassic World Dark Ride in Beijing. That would be a same ride system as Transformers, and then I feel like you'd have a fully fleshed out Jurassic World land. You place all that, the generic street and generic building architecture with, that Jurassic World style pavement that they have going on by the Jurassic World area right now. Make the whole thing blue and gray and modern. It'll look absolutely fantastic. But this is where I'll continue now. If you take away the studio tour or significantly shorten it, you can have a Skull Island, right? Imagine you have all trees as transitions. Both Isla Nublar and Skull Island are tropical islands, right? So they both have these lush tropical trees. So imagine you had the Jurassic World land in the lower lot, and then right where you would turn kind of to walk to the Halloween Horror Nights tent that's always by Mummy over there. You use that transition, and but you make that transition very tropical, right? Very tropical with a whole bunch of trees, palm trees, these lush island trees, and you use that as your transition into Skull Island, the first land that would be in that backlot area. You take out King Kong, the current King Kong version right now, and because it's just a screen right on the steel tour, you take that out, but in its place, you built a better King Kong Dark Ride or something, right? Or yeah, King Kong Dark, maybe something on the scale like a modern version of Confrontation, which is pretty cool. That suspended dark ride from Universal Studios Florida. That would be really awesome. Something on that scale, and then you can put maybe like a King Kong show, or definitely some obviously restaurants and shops. Make it a true Skull Island land, like they have in Islands of Adventure. But I think that would be absolutely perfect because I mean, it speaks for itself almost. You'd use a whole bunch of tropical trees as your transition between the two lands because you're going between two islands, and I think that particular part would be perfect. As for other expansions, if you get rid of or significantly reduce the studio tour, you can, in this spot right here where the studio tour sign is, you can put Diagon Alley to connect with Hogsmeade right there, um, and I was trying to think maybe the Hogwarts Express, but I'm not sure that would quite fit. But you can put Diagon Alley down there. And how cool would it be to have a theme park that's split between hills? I mean, it's already cool to have that, but you'd have like a true proper theme park that's on half of it's on the upper part of the hill and half of it's on the lower part of the hill. I feel like that would be a really cool topography for just a full scale theme park like that. So I don't know. I hope Universal does it. Maybe they are still thinking of doing it with that question they asked before the pandemic. Well, everyone, I hope you didn't didn't you heard me out and you understood my points. But let me know what you guys think about the studio tour. Do you want to take it out, shorten it, or leave it the way it is? Let me know in the comments below and subscribe for more theme park updates. If you like this video, press that thumbs up button and subscribe for more theme park updates. As always, have a fantastic day.